Hello, this is Rajiv Nalawadi, and welcome to Life's Magical Journeys YouTube channel. And today we'll be talking about John Le Carre, the novelist. And John Le Carre actually is a pen name for David John Moore Cornwell, and a British author who is renowned for his intricate and nuanced spy novels. So he has written a lot of spy novels, and it has captivated the readers like worldwide. So he was born in 1931 in Poole, Dorset, England. So early life was rather complex. So he had a very charismatic but a con man as a father, uh, a figure whose shadow loomed large, like sort of over Le Carre, and it influenced his life and work ultimately. So Le Carre's education at the University of Oxford, where he studied modern languages, and it was interrupted by his service in the British Army's intelligence. And after completing his studies, he taught at Eton College for about 2 years before joining the British Foreign Service. And during this tenure as a diplomat, and his subsequent recruitment happened by MI5 and MI6. So here is a real MI5, MI6 person who is writing novels about spy and espionage. So they are really, they are very realistic actually. So Britain's domestic and foreign intelligence agency, that's what MI5 and MI6 are called, right? So he gathered a lot of experience and insight for his writing career. So his work is characterized by deep psychological insight. What goes on in the minds of spies? What is that character of a spy? What is the moral ambiguity that they are dealing with? And a lot of international espionage comes down to that. So it's a lot of ambiguous characters, and they are, if you keep studying them, it's very much gives a psychological insight and what you need as traits to be a spy. So his protagonists essentially uh, uh, kind of uh, kind of have like wary and embattled intelligence officers trying to navigate some of the ethical dilemmas, like in the everyday work. That's the part of their work essentially. So throughout his career, he explored themes of betrayal, the loyalty, and what is the personal cost when it comes down to like a political conflict in which all these spies and espionages occur, right? And there was a lot of his writing that involved in the timeline of the Cold War. So John Le Carre passed away on December 12th, 2020, but he leaves back like a lot of novels, and mainly they are known for their literary merit and profound exploration of the human condition. So it's a very complex world. So through his novels, it's not just entertainment, but profound commentary also on what is the nature of the truth, the integrity, and sort of the imperceptible nature of this whole thing that involves spy and espionage. So today I'll be covering some novels. I'll not give out how many, so wait till the end to find out like how many I cover. The Spy Who Came In From the Cold. So this brought him into the limelight, and it was made into a movie as well. So it is set against the backdrop of Cold War. So the novel plunges right into the morally ambiguous world of espionage. It follows Alec Lemus, a British intelligence officer who has seen better days, but of recent, like as the Cold War is picking up, he's at the Berlin station, and he's losing like a lot of his officers, and due to the action of Hans Dieter Mundt. So Hans Dieter Mundt is like the head, and a ruthless head at that, for the East German intelligence service. So he is called back. So Alec Lemus is called back to London, where he expects that he'll be fired because the last one of his operatives has left, and kind of he's thinking that he's the only one as an officer with nobody to handle as an operative. So he'll be relieved of his duties. But instead of being relieved from his duties, the enigmatic chief of British Secret Service, known as Circus. So Circus is the name that is provided in the novel for the head of the British Secret Service. So a mission is designed to sow a discord among East German intelligence ranks and bring the Mund's downfall. So thus, Lemus is asked to play a role of a disgruntled former agent and kind of defecting to the East now. And that's what he's asked to portray himself as. So, as it becomes embroiled in the dangerous game, he's caught in a complex web of deception. So, nothing is as it seems, right? And this is where his journey leads leads him into a relationship with Liz Gold, a young and innocent Communist Party member in Britain. So it's characterized by the stark realism, sort of like as portrayed. This is like realism, unlike the glamour that is portrayed by James Bond, right? So Lecard draws on his own experiences in the British intelligence service and what does it mean in the world of spies. They are not considered as heroes by either one of the people they are dealing with, right? So they are rather operatives navigating the landscape of moral compromise and betrayal. So the novel's conclusion itself is a very profound commentary on the individual lives that are played in this grand game of international politics. So it challenges the notion of clear-cut villains and heroes. So Alex's final act, and it also involves like Liz Gold. It kind of asks the reader to kind of understand these characters who are spies and involved in espionage, right? It's not an easy world for them. So no clear cut heroes and villains there. So it's a very ambiguous area, a gray area. So that's what the end is, and essentially it involves both Alec and Liz. And I'll not give out the final plot here, but it involves both of them. The second novel is Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy, which was also made into a movie. So it's the first installment in the Carla trilogy. It reintroduces the readers to George Smiley. He's one of the most enigmatic character, George Smiley, that Lekar wrote about. So the novel is set in the early 1970s against the backdrop of the Cold War. It's a very secretive atmosphere, right? And the British intelligence service was known as the Circus. And as we talked as part of the previous novel, the head of the British secret intelligence was called the Circus. But it is called Circus due to its location, which is in the Cambridge Circus location in London. It is facing a crisis, and that's where Smiley is called upon. There is a mole, Soviet double agent embedded within the organization, and it goes all the way to the top, the highest of the echelons, essentially. And that's what they want to uncover. And they kind of enlist the help of George Smiley to undertake this operation of trying to root out the mole. So George Smiley is who was forced into retirement after an internal power struggle is called back, and he's conducting this covert investigation into the mole's identity. So Smiley is a very brilliant, but kind of he's grown weary as a spy master, like kind of tired with all the games he has played, but he must now navigate the intricate web of loyalties and lies that exist within the organization to uncover the traitor. So remember, he was forced into retirement due to internal struggles, but now he has come back to kind of uh, handle this investigation and uncover the mole. The title itself comes from a nursery rhyme that Smiley and his team use as a code to identify the suspects within the organization. And it goes tinker, tailor, soldier, poor man, beggar man, and thief. so, so as Smiley delves deeper into the investigation, the narrative unfolds through a series of flashbacks and shifting perspectives as he has seen and what is going on now. So it's a complex tapestry of information that is thrown at you, and also a narrative that leads you in a certain way towards finding out and going through the investigation. So the suspects themselves are like Bill Hayden, who is a tailor, Percy Aliline, who is a tinker, and Roy, who is a soldier, and Toby Esther Hayes, who is a poorman. Each have motives and opportunities to be a mole, right? And it's very hard to unmask, and it's a very challenging thing which Smiley has been bestowed upon. So it's a masterful exploration of loyalty, identity, and what is the cost of a personal and political betrayal. So Leclerc's portrayal of intelligence world is kind of very realistic, as I've been saying, unlike the glamour that is portrayed with James Bond. So the novel's strength lies in its character development. It's a very intricate plot, and it goes back and forth, shifting perspectives on each one of the suspects and what is like the moral dilemmas that are faced by the protagonists, and at least one person is going to be the antagonist, right? So and it's one of the suspects there. That's all I will say. And the resolution of the mole's identity is a profound commentary as well. So what happens in the name of duty to a country, and so on, and the ambiguities that lie within that. So the antagonist is one of the suspects that is listed there. So the third novel we are discussing is The Tailor of Panama. So The Tailor of Panama is set against the backdrop, which is now post Cold War Panama, right? And the story revolves around Harry Pendle. He's a British expat now living in Panama City, where he runs his bespoke tailoring firm, Pendle and Braithwaite Limitada, and he's like preferred as the go-to tailor for the Panamanian elite and the various foreign dignitaries that are stationed over there. So, and this is a time when there was a lot of American as well as British and Panama interests at play, right? So it's around that backdrop. So around the 1990s. Harry's seemingly uneventful life as a tailor, it takes a dramatic turn with the arrival of Andrew Osnard. And he's a very manipulative British spy that comes into Panama. And Osnard is exiled to Panama on what appears to be a minor diplomatic assignment, and he quickly identifies Harry as a potential source of political intelligence that can be of use to him. So, with a combination of blackmail and persuasion, he kind of uh, rolls in Harry into spying it on his high-profile clients. Already, Harry has got a lot of high-profile clients. Now he wants him to do some spying on them, and including the canal's administration, the local revolutionary forces. So Oxnard's true agenda is actually to create some kind of self-serving. If he has a self-serving goal that he aims to exploit, like the current volatile political climate of Panama, with some rumors of the canal sale, and then brew some discontent, and he plans to benefit from it. So he sort of manipulates Harry to go about finding more information and then he wants to play a financial game. So he creates tries to create an artificial crisis to drive out the value of certain financial markets from which he hopes to benefit, right? And as Harry becomes more and more entangled in the web of espionage, he's forced to confront the consequences of what he is fabricating as a lie, and the spy operation that he is dealing with. It's real and dangerous. So the moral ambiguities of espionage, literally the exploitation and of the political turmoil, what happens, it's clearly explored. And there is a thin line between the truth and the deception. So these are the kind of central themes that are explored. So it explores deeply into what happens when espionage happens in terms of trying to benefit for a political gain, and how it impacts the people that are involved in it and the damage that is caused. So it's a very good read, and I would certainly go and advise the readers to grab this novel. So. Uh, it says Panama Dance series. So no, it's the Tailor of Panama. That's the title. So the Night Manager is the fourth novel we'll be going over today, and the Night Manager also was made into a series. Which went on to stream. So it's a tale of again espionage. So all of Le Carre's novels are tied with espionage, except the one that he wrote on the self-reflections of his own biography or memoir, right? And even there, that he talks a lot about spying and espionage, since he worked for MI5 and MI6. So the Night Manager itself is kind of for dealing now into the international arms uh, race, like how this is all being operated in the post Cold War era. And Jonathan Pine, he's a former British soldier, but now he works as a night manager at a luxurious hotel in Zurich, and he comes up with sort of this haunted past, and he's seeking redemption and peace ultimately, right? And the anonymity that comes with being just a simple night manager, he thinks is is going to do it, but he is pulled in, and there is a dramatic turn when he encounters Richard Roper. So Roper is a very charismatic person, and he is like the world's most dangerous arms dealer. So Pine's involvement begins when he comes into possession of some incriminating documents, right, and to expose Roper's illegal dealings. And he's motivated by a sense of still the duty because he's a soldier, but Pine's decision leads him to the attention of Leonard Burr. So they are the British intelligence operation, so they want to enlist the help of Pine, and this gets Pine into a lot of trouble. And basically, it's a lot of deceit and espionage. So Pine's deep cover infiltration of the inner circle, he is very successful in doing that and infiltrating Roper's inner circle. But by adopting this new identity, Pine must navigate the dangerous world, right, and of international arms trade, and they are now friendly people. So the line between the friend and the foe is kind of blurred. So as Pine gets closer and closer to Roper and gains his trust, he's becoming involved in more of his lavish lifestyle. But there are a lot of moral dilemmas that come with it, and the risk of his own identity being exposed in the process. So there is a lot of moral complexity, showcasing like Lacan's skill in crafting these nuanced characters, right, and very intricate plots. So a very good read, I would say, and a very good watch if you want to watch the series on the streaming platform. So basically, that's it for today. We went over four John le Carre's novels. Do subscribe to Life's Magical Journeys. And a lot of my friends have already subscribed. Thank you. And on Instagram and Facebook, also follow the other socials. Insta, I have a lot of reels of my travels. And LinkedIn, there are a lot of short stories from my novels as well, which go on both LinkedIn and Facebook. So that's it for today. And thank you very much. And hope to see you soon.